Let's bring in Rabbi Uriel Vigler now. The rabbi is the founder of the Belev Echad organization here in New York. And these folks help wounded veterans in Israel. And I know, Rabbi, it started off as kind of an idea, just a bunch of people in New York looking to do some good work. And boy, I was reading a little bit about this earlier. It has expanded into just this amazing global organization and operation, and particularly now, you're doing some great work. Tell us about what you're trying to do and what you're able to accomplish in this particular war that's broken out.
You know, this war is horrible. It's we have an organization helping wounded IDF soldiers. We help every soldier live a life without limits. Help them recover. Our team is there on the ground, visiting every single hospital there is in Israel right now. The stories that are coming out of there are horrible, horrific. I mean, one soldier had a RPG missile hit his tank. He was burned all over, blinded in both of his eyes. Another one just yesterday, his leg had to be amputated. I mean, it's story after story after story, hundreds of stories that our team are encountering. We have a facility near Tel Aviv, which we've transformed into like this mini hospital right now, where we are literally treating soldiers, giving them everything they need to recover, and we are there for them. We're there for every single wounded soldier. Whatever they need, we will be there. You know, it's interesting that one of our soldiers, I mean, it's shocking. When the war broke out, one of our soldiers, one of our team members who was here in New York, inspiring our whole community. We had 1,000 people at our gala last year. We had 300 people with her last month. Her name is Raz Mizrahi. And on Shabbat morning or Saturday, we realized she was missing. We couldn't find her for 2 days straight. We were praying. And unfortunately, we heard the news that she was massacred. She was butchered for blood by Hamas. And we're mourning. We're upset. We're outraged. That's the enemy we find.
It is terrible. Awful ending to that particular story. There have been others where when people are injured, I know you're doing so much to help those people who've gone through so much. You know, we had a young woman, for those who weren't with us in our last hour, named Dana Offier on the program, former IDF. And, you know, I know she's involved with your organization and spoke a little bit about her experiences. Let's listen to what she told us last hour, then we'll come back and talk about it some more. Here she is.
I'm part of a big organization that's called Belev Echad, and is doing amazing things for the soldiers, and is giving, like, there are a lot of wounded soldiers right now in the hospitals, and we made a beautiful house that can rehabilitate the soldiers.
And I think she was injured in a previous engagement over there, and, you know, now then spent some time training officers and soldiers for combat. And it must make you feel good, though, Rabbi, to hear from someone like that. And obviously the work is being well received, and it's making a real difference.
Our team is comprised primarily of wounded soldiers themselves, and they know best how to treat a wounded soldier himself. You know, it's interesting that the whole war broke out on Simchat Torah. It's a holiday of Simchat Torah, which is where we finish off reading the whole Bible. And last Saturday, we actually began reading the whole Torah from the beginning. And the first verse in the whole Bible says, "In the beginning, God created heavens and earth." And the commentaries explain why is it that the Torah begins with that commentary. And Rashi explains, because if one day the nations of the world will come and tell us, Israel is ours, you stole it from us, we will tell them, God is the boss. In the beginning, God created heavens and earth. It's his will, and he gave it to whoever he wants. He gave it to the Jewish people. And it's just interesting. That was the first beginning of the whole Bible. So we hope and pray this war ends. We ask everybody to do a good deed in honor of our brothers and sisters in Israel. If anybody wants to support, we've received a tremendous outpouring of support on our website, www.belevechad.nyc. And if anybody wants, we'd love the help and support we can get.
From here in New York, a city that's so closely connected to what's going on in Israel and what's always going on in Israel, you're doing terrific work, Rabbi. Thank you for coming on and telling us a little bit about it today.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.